Hey guys, it's Crawford, life and transformation coach as well as career coach. And today we're going to talk about career issues and we are going to talk about burnt bridges. Okay, so if you're someone who wants to move forward within your company, but you feel like you've burnt bridges with some of the people that you're working with, and that makes it impossible for you to do that, then this video is for you. Okay. So I, first of all, wouldn't advise that you force anyone to resolve issues with you, but I would advise that you at least give it a try. Okay? So if the person has some say-so over your advancement in the company, I would try these things out in order to resolve the burnt bridges that you had. And it doesn't mean that you're kissing anyone's ass or that you are, being fake. I would advise that you do these things from the heart and honestly, so that you can better your chances at moving forward, because that's what's more important in your career right now, as opposed to holding a grudge or as opposed to staying where you're at, if that makes sense, right? Okay. So the first thing that I would advise you to do is to communicate your issues honestly and from an unbiased place. So when I say an unbiased place, I want you to try to see things from their perspective and take that into consideration when you're communicating them what your issues are, and acknowledge that when you're communicating with them. Okay? So communicate your issues honestly, try to be unbiased, and try to see things from their perspective. Think about what you will want to hear that would effectively resolve this issue if you were in their shoes. What is it that you would want to hear from a person if you had their issue with you, if that makes sense? Okay? Think about what you would want to hear, and if you can honestly come up with something that you can say honestly from the heart that is along those lines to resolve the issue with the person you have issues with. Okay? And then you want to take responsibility where necessary. I would not advise taking responsibility for anything that you did not do just to calm things down or just to get on someone's good side, because you don't want them to take advantage of that or to try to put responsibility on you again in another situation where the responsibility is not yours, but where you are responsible. I would try to take responsibility where necessary. Okay? And then I would come up with a plan to improve the issue. If you can do that ahead of time, then that's what I would communicate with the person when you are communicating your issues with them. Okay? So come up with a plan to improve the issue. Honestly, try your best. A lot of times we don't try our best because we are in our feelings and we have such animosity towards the person or the people that we have issues with that we don't try to compromise and we don't try to come up with a way to resolve things. We want to keep things where they are. But in order for you to move forward and for your career's sake, if you really want to mend the burnt bridges that you've had, I want you to honestly try your best. And then take a civil attitude if those issues can't be resolved. So even if you've tried and there's no way that you can get around resolving these issues, you still want to be able to have a civil conversation with the people that you work with so that you can still work with them, if that makes sense, and at least build rapport enough with them so they can trust that if they leave you with a job, that you'll get the job done, that you won't sabotage it, and vice versa. You want to be able to trust that person as well. But sometimes it takes us stepping up and showing that as a leader to do that first in order for the other person to follow suit, if that makes sense. So take a civil attitude if you cannot resolve things at your best efforts. Okay? And then you want to evaluate your job's worth to you if you feel like your burnt bridges are like punishing you, or if you feel like you never will be able to move up because of what has happened, and that there's no way that you can resolve or be civil at your workplace and it's preventing you from moving forward, and you want to move forward, then I would evaluate what your job's worth is to you, because there are thousands of jobs out here that are available to us. There's thousands of opportunities out here that are available to us where we can be around people that appreciate us, that we get along with. Even if we don't get along with, there are jobs out there that we can move forward in. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the kind of issues that you had in the past with whoever you burnt bridges with. Okay? And then you want to move forward with a positive attitude and intend to keep it that way. So those are my tips for improving the situation if you have burnt bridges and you want to move forward within your company. If you have any questions, definitely ask, comment below on this video. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and you guys' feedback, what you plan to do if you have burnt bridges at your own job, if you're going to move places, if you're going to move companies or not, if you're going to stay where you're at, if you're going to try, if you're going to get a career coach to help you move past those things. And speaking of which, definitely hit me up if you want to work with someone one-on-one that can resolve those kinds of issues and that can help you guide through getting a workplace promotion or a raise. You can email me at shan@beautyofgrowth.com. Shan is like Jackie Chan, CHAN, @beautyofgrowth.com. And I will put a link around this video somewhere if you would like to have a free session, a free career coaching session to evaluate if we can work together and getting you negotiating a promotion or a raise. Or you can DM me, or like I said, if you comment that you're interested around this video, then I'll reach out to you. So hopefully you found some value in today's video, and if I don't see you in my DMs or my emails, then maybe I'll see you in another video. Thank you for listening. Bye.